Welcome back. Police on Grand Bahama are investigating a fatal crash that claimed the life of a 42-year-old man who was on a motorcycle on Sunday. The accident occurred shortly before 9 p.m. on Seahorse Road near Coral Court. Reports confirm that the motorcyclist was traveling north on Seahorse Road on his Kawasaki 600 motorbike, while a black Yukon XL was driving in the southern direction along the same corridor and attempted to make a turn onto the western corridor, resulting in a collision and the motorcyclist sustaining severe head injuries. He later died in hospital and becomes the 41st traffic fatality after a male pedestrian died from his injuries received after being hit by a vehicle while walking on a highway on Cat Island. That was August 5th. In other news, the police also investigating a drowning on the island of Eleuthera and a near drowning here on New Providence. The incident on Eleuthera involved a 68-year-old Caucasian male. Police say shortly after 10 a.m. on Sunday, the man was at Surfers Beach, which is between Gregorytown and Hatchet Bay, Eleuthera. They do not suspect foul play at this time, but an autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Here in the capital, police reported that a male toddler fell into a pool at a private residence on Springfield Road in the Fox Hill area. That was around 1 p.m. on Sunday, and he was not responding to CPR being administered by a relative. Emergency medical service personnel was able to revive the child, who remains in hospital in stable but serious condition. Attorney General Ryan Pinder pushing for more inclusive decision-making in global tax policy to prevent unfair blacklisting and to increase access to innovative financing mechanisms. At a recent meeting of GRULAC, that's the group of Latin American and Caribbean countries at the United Nations, Mr. Pinder, who's pictured here at the United Nations meeting, represented the Bahamas on the ad hoc committee to draft terms of reference for a United Nations Framework Convention on International Tax Cooperation. That committee formulated the framework for the terms of reference and approved those terms after 3 negotiation sessions. The terms will be presented to the United Nations for consideration. Originally launched in May this year, Prime Minister Philip Davis has announced the relaunch of the Small Homes Repairs Initiative for the islands of Grand Bahama and Abaco. Mr. Davis expressed that he was disturbed to see some homes still in desperate need of repair. He offered an apology to residents for the past delays in the process, as many of their homes have been assessed several times. He went on to assure residents that their concerns were being heard and that repairs will begin very soon. He explained that a lot of things had to be corrected to help the country get back into a better financial position. Meanwhile, F&M leader Michael Pintard accused the government of using the Small Homes Repair Project to help win the West End and Bimini by-election and then abandoned that project. And finally, the Department of Labor hosted a job fair in Georgetown, Exuma. The Royal Bahamas Defense Force was there and interviewed eligible Exuma residents, informing them of the Defense Force mission, mandate, and the unique opportunities available within the ranks of the force. The job fair was timely, aligning perfectly with the Royal Bahamas Defense Force's ongoing recruitment efforts. They extended an invitation to all who are passionate about service, committed to excellence, and eager to protect our beautiful nation. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper was there and noted that the event would help the local workforce, particularly those previously employed by the Sandals Hotel that is set to close for renovations. The job fair attracted representatives from 22 companies. That'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. It's been a pleasure to have you join us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.